Dad, he's usually up first in the morning, and then I'm followed right by him. And once I get up, we get the horses out of the barn in the morning and start cleaning barn. And now that before the show, we've been hooking lots of outfits in the morning. So as soon as the barn's clean, we start to hook outfits. Yeah, I mean, he gets up and the first thing he makes, he checks everything out and makes sure that nothing's wrong, or that everything's good to go with in the morning, and that we don't need to deal with anything before we start turning horses out. And then he likes his coffee, so he goes back and starts the coffee pot. So by the time the horses are out of the barn, coffee's ready, and have a coffee, and then you start with cleaning out the barn. Yeah, we think about my grandpa Layne Flad a lot. He started this, and we're carrying on, through his legacy, and so it's always good to look back on the past and see where you came from, and try and stay close to those roots. Yeah, I hooked an outfit this morning there, and they will likely go on my 1 and 2 barrel outfit here in Grande Prairie. I just wanted to get a work on him and get a little bit more comfortable with him. And so we had on the left lead, we had Rush. He's a horse we bought in 2020 out of Edmonton, and we've been driving him on the wheel for the last couple of years, and then this year we moved him to the left lead. And so he's a new horse, so he's got a lot to learn up there, and he's doing really good. Got him paired with the right leader that I've used for a little while. Lots of confidence with him. His name is Vinny, and together they work really nicely so far. And then on the wheel, we have a horse that we bought also in 2020. His name's Batman. He come out of Saskatoon, and he's a big, powerful horse and can run pretty good. And he's beside a new left wheeler that we just bought here. His name is Cross. So we're there. They work nicely together. Batman's a big, powerful horse there, and Cross is new. He's got a lot of jam beside him, and together they work really nicely and drive good. This is my second year coming to Grande Prairie. 2019 was my first year and my rookie year with the World, and lots has changed since 2019. Lots of driving and growing up a little bit, so I feel really good coming into this show, and I think we got a good group of horses behind us. Rush we bought there in the fall of 2019, and then we broke him to drive that winter on the sleigh, me and Dad. And so that spring he come in with the COVID year, so we didn't do a lot of racing that year. Stayed close to home, and he was on the left wheel there. So, and then 2020 or 2021 he carried over into that, and we had that half year with the World. We started there in Dewberry and July 1st, and he was on the left wheel on my good outfit there on 1 and 2, and I had a lot of success with them, and they were really nice outfits. So now this year coming in, he's got quite a bit more races under him, so we decided to move him to the left lead, and he's been doing really good there with a right leader that I've had for quite a while, and he's reliable and solid, so things are going really good. This year we have 2 people hired to help us. A local girl out of Paradise Hill, which is just north of the farm. She helped us a little bit last year at some shows close to home. And then we had found a girl through the internet. She's from Britain, and she just started with us here last weekend. And then just coming to Grande Prairie is Jill. She's got to go back home and to work, so she took Grande Prairie off, and then we'll see her probably around the Ponoka time. And then Mom, she recently started with the race personnel as horse traceability, and then me and Dad. So we got a pretty big crew, but we also have a lot of horses to take care of. So the crew looks good so far this year. Evergreen Park, it's one of the nicest venues that we travel to in the summertime. It's all beautiful sand out here. So, and the horses there, they like to lay in the sand throughout the afternoon. It's warm on their bellies and stuff. but it also gets really dusty, so we've put a sprinkler in the pen to try and keep that dust down. And then some of the horses go and roll when that sand gets a little wet and sticky. So later in the day, before we put them in the barn for the evening, we'll wash them off or brush them. So every horse will get washed or brushed before going in the barn each night. So I started in heat 2, barrel 4, and Dad is heat 7, barrel 3, so we'll be able to help each other and ride in each other's wagon. So people will be seeing us in each other's wagon, and I can't wait to get out there and see the fans tomorrow night.